Thousands of people have been returning back to their homes in Marion County, of course, after the Beachy Creek wildfire forced them to evacuate.
Yeah, now many of them are beginning to clean up the area around their homes. Well, joining us with some tips on what to look out for while you're cleaning your home is Marion County Commissioner Colm Willis. Good morning, Commissioner. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so first, what do people need to be on the lookout for before they do any sort of cleanup?
Well, right now, we're really concerned about hazardous materials on people's property as a result of the fire. It turns out that when fire comes through and burns buildings the way that it did, it can actually create a lot of hazardous materials. And so earlier this week, I sent official requests to the governor to have the state and federal government come in and actually clean up the properties in Marion County. And so that's the process moving forward. And I'm happy and I'm grateful that the governor and the federal government have agreed to do that.
Colm, when we talked about this last week when we were down in Salem, you think about the things that are in people's houses, the chemicals, paints, stains, even asbestos in some of the older places there. And I know a lot of people down there are really anxious to get back to normal and get things cleaned up. Can you give folks sort of a guideline for what to do while they're cleaning, just in this initial stage before they get everything? If the federal government decides to step in here and help clean up, what are some of the initial things that people can do while cleaning?
Well, there are two, I would say, tracks. So if your house burned, you can hire a DEQ certified contractor to clean up your property the right way. And you can go to the DEQ website and find folks who can do that. Or you can wait. We're going to have boots on the ground within 2 weeks. And the federal government's promised that we'll have this done, the initial hazardous waste cleanup done within 2 months. The concern, with people going there by themselves, if they're going to go and digging through the rubble, is it can be very hazardous. It can be really hazardous to your health. You can breathe in toxic chemicals. It can be hazardous to children if you bring children onto the property. So we're really urging caution. And then the other thing that we're really concerned about is any type of illegal dumping. We just can't afford to have illegal dumping at this time, because the Santiam Canyon is the major water for over 200,000 people in the valley. So it's really important that we do this right.
Yeah, I know that's a big concern of the Salem mayor. We spoke with him recently about that. What can people do who did not lose their homes, maintain a fire-safe home in the event that this happens again?
Yeah, well, the most important thing you can do right off the bat is to sign up for emergency alerts through the sheriff's office, and to make sure that you're paying attention. We had a number of people who didn't sign up for those alerts, or who weren't paying attention to the messages coming from the sheriff's office. And we're fortunate that we didn't lose more people as a result of that.
Colm, I talked with maybe you last week and Commissioner Cameron as well down there in Marion County about folks who want to rebuild there, and talked a little bit about some of these homes were built so long ago when there weren't really very good building codes, if any at all, about maybe sort of adjusting some of the current building codes to allow people to rebuild, make it a little bit easier. Anything new on that front?
Well, I had a meeting with the governor yesterday, and this issue was raised, and she was very favorable. I was optimistic coming out of that meeting. She knows that this is a concern. She knows that canyon, the way that the lots were laid out, we have some interesting land use situations. My first priority, I know the governor's first priority, is to maintain the health and safety of the people there and the health and safety of that river and the drinking water for everybody. So we're not going to do anything, and we're not going to advocate for anything that endangers people's safety. But within our land use laws, sometimes you can have long processes. You can have results that don't quite make sense. We have a lot of lots up there that were done on handshake deals. And so you'll have somebody who has maybe a garage that's encroaching on their neighbor's property line. And we're going to have to work through that. And I think we all agree that we want to make it as easy as possible for people to rebuild.
Yeah, could see a lot of changes moving forward.
Yeah.
All right, Commissioner, thank you so much for joining us and with those tips and just giving us an update on the cleanup situation.
Thank you.
Yeah.